Since when do I hide my arguments? You know, I have ran my actions across some of the other users. They rather found it amusing, really. To be honest, it was nothing more than me trolling, or at least doing my version of it without the insults or the bashing or even the harassing. No, it was just me deleting your companions' comments on my channel as well as leaving a few of insert name here on their DR of me. I will keep getting reactions from it, reactions that made me truly laugh. And to think the first one was an accident. I really do hate my phone at times. No, I'm not kidding. She thinks that removing people's comments is a form of trolling. Can I ask you something, Korshaw? Are you missing the left and right side of your brain? Do you even think? Can you even process intelligence? Seriously, I don't even think the mentally handicapped are this stupid. Oh, and when do you hide your comments? Oh, right here. And here. Oh, and here too. Oh, and about all those people who are fondly amused of your actions that you run across? Yeah. When the people that are interested in what you say are mentally handicapped or just as dumb as you are, they're not very liable. Well, it's time to take out the salt.
And that was just a sample of the stupidity that we are going to be diving into. Please pray for us, people.
Blessed Mary, full of grace, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I shall feel no evil, for that... No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, yes, this is a rubbing salt in the wound video where me and, of course, my always special guest in nearly all my videos, Mr. Loud and Styles, usually take up a theme for our videos. This time we are Homestuck Trolls. He is Carcat, I am Nepita, and we are basically going to be doing a follow-up video to a dramatic reading that me, Honest Reviews, and ZM Anonymous did.
Yeah, and you know what? I have two sinking feelings right now.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is this is probably going to be the first rubbing in the salt wounds video that Hidden Chambers is going to respond to, and she's going to keep up with it because apparently this is her rolling. I don't know.
No, I told you. Her definition of trolling is removing people's comments.
Oh, yeah, that. And secondly, I could see the comments now. OMG, Carcat and Nepita. Carcat is loud and in the realm is Nepita. OTP, one true pairing.
It's like, yeah, wonderful, Hidden Chambers. You just made a joke that 50 million other people said before you. Get the fuck out of here.
I was just going to say everybody else in the comment section would probably do that. I highly doubt she knows Homestuck.
Yeah, but then, and again, who doesn't pair us up anyway? But anyway, yeah, so me and Honest Reviews decided to try to get to her again by basically, getting her to watch the video herself, and, apparently she did end up looking at it, but for some weird reason she ended up deleting me and Honest Reviews' comments on her channel, but she seemed to be responding to Honest Reviews on his channel right here with what I could say is stuff that completely destroys all the arguments she has made in the past thus far. Even her arguments to defending Flute Dog. So Loudon, prepare to put on your yee face.
Oh boy.
Okay, it starts out with basically saying, "Surely you made me laugh today, so I will sing for you."
Okay, so you start off with the... Wow, somewhere that guy is rolling over in his grave right now. No, he's rolling over his grave for the simple fact that someone actually made a meme out of him, and he probably could have been serious about it. And secondly, that you and millions of others have butchered that.
And yeah, this is just because you deleted his comments on your channel. Such trolling. Tubers should be jealous.
Yeah, that is such great trolling when you disable comments and you get rid of people's comments. That is superb master troll. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, but then again, keep this in mind. This is the person who took Archfiend seriously when he said he uses his YouTube partnership money to buy hookers.
And you can, tell people, I didn't know Archfiend at the time, so I didn't know if he was serious or not, and that was in the past. No, fuck you. You want... fuck you. That still happened. That's still a good example of you not knowing when someone's joking and when someone's being serious. And really, it doesn't matter if you never fucking knew Archfiend or not. You should have had common sense and realized that something is clearly wrong with this video and he cannot be that serious.
I mean, you look at Some Call Me Johnny's review and take that guy seriously?
Do you look at a Onision video and take him seriously?
I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. You, my good sir, still oblivious to what I'm really doing with you. The very fact that I can get you to react to me deleting my comments is humor within itself. Well, that's mainly because it's really showing how ass-hurt you really are.
Yeah, basically. Like, that's not you trolling. That's you getting pissed because Honest and Realm,
Along with L Entertainment.
yeah, along with L Entertainment, are coming up with solid arguments and opinions and everything else about you, and you can't handle the fact that you can't hold yourself in a freaking argument. And you also can't handle the fact that every time that you write a freaking essay-long paragraph of your argument, none of it syncs up to what you're trying to say, and all we need is 3 or 4 simple little words. Hell, anybody could take you in an argument. All they need are 2 sentences or 1.
And, you know, the funny thing is, I can also back this up with something even more. Some of the comments that you left on the video that me, Honest Reviews, and Zoom Anonymous did, like, all you did was, like, I'm not kidding aloud, and her comment responses were just, at TOG Professor and at Honest Reviews, and there was, like, nothing left there. She just clicked the reply button and it's like, post.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, and then randomly you ended up deleting that, so, what does that say, Hidden Chambers?
Well, for one, whenever you have an argument and someone basically comes out and tells you that your argument is invalid, you like to delete your own post so, you know, no one could see your little mistakes there.
Honestly, lad, how much longer do you intend to keep this up? Can you see it now?
Yeah, Hidden Chambers, I would pretty much be asking you that same question. Can you see the stupidity that you place now?
Apparently not, because she keeps doing it.
Yep, she keeps going, blah, 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 blah. It's like she says so much, but says so little.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the best example I can give.
Afraid of you? Another soul who replied back from the active Ramban to the other side of the computer screen. How interesting.
Here we go.
Yep, this is where it's like, oh, you're getting poetic again. Wonderful.
Here we fucking go.
It's
Here we fucking go with your generic copy-paste poetry bullshit that is not poetry at all. It's just the mindless dribbles of a wannabe intellectual that tries to be poetic but doesn't know the meaning of the word poetic.
It's like, I'd rather be looking at a generic creepypasta entitled Death, and every single paragraph had the word die like 20 times. That has more personality.
I rather listen to an emo poem, because at least that has some bit of depth.
Like that, yeah, that has more personality than any of the poems she's ever made.
But it's so funny. I like how you're trying to tell Honest Reviews that he's fighting a losing battle, basically, but you do the same thing.
Yeah, it's like...
You know what?
Yep.
You shouldn't be really talking about anybody because you hate when you are wrong. You always want to keep up with the argument. In fact, 9 times out of 10, you start the freaking argument.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Well,
for some weird...
sometimes she does. Sometimes she just leaves a comment. Somebody disagrees with her, and then boom, she keeps on talking.
Yeah, well, you see, like, for some weird reason, when it comes to me, like, you know, halfway in the argument, she just gives up altogether because it's like, oh, you just don't understand my viewpoint.
Oh, no. I understand your viewpoint. I just think your viewpoint is a little flawed.
Yeah, I think it's retarded.
Yeah.
And it's going to show how absolutely flawed your viewpoint is later on in your freaking comments.
Mm-hmm.
Anger, you say? What is there truly to be upset about?
But yeah, I love how she, you know, pretends to act like, you know, this doesn't bother her at all when truly it does.
Go screw yourself. It does bother you. You know it does. You wanna know how me, Rome, and everybody else knows that this bothers you? Look at the fucking comments you left on this channel.
Yeah, it's like, you're still talking.
If it doesn't bother you, back away. Don't leave any more comments. Don't say another word if it doesn't bother you. Leave it alone and move on. Nope, it still bothers you because you're leaving freaking two paragraph long comments. No, not 2 paragraph long. Freaking 1-page essay long comments on Honest's channel. So yeah, it bothers you. We struck a nerve. Get the fuck over yourself.
You're angry on the inside. You're like double S animations when someone compares him to Michael Bay, which, by the way, he is like him.
He's Michael Bay minus the talent and more of the hack.
So you and your companions did what you call a dramatic reading. So what, to be honest, I would rather laugh at the leprechaun voice you dubbed of me once. It was rather amusing to hear what you and Realm had to say.
Then, why are you moaning and bitching, saying it's like, oh,
We keep dragging on this argument. We keep wasting our time with you.
yet you still find it amusing? How is that a waste of our time, then?
It's like, oh, you guys keep dragging on the argument. Yeah, don't you do the same thing?
I know, it's
Funny. You're telling them that they're dragging on the argument, but yet you're arguing with them. Double standard and contradiction and hypocrisy. Oh my fucking god, all 3 of these words into one damn sentence. That is a record.
It gets better, because now we got an even longer paragraph.
Oh, fucking god. Damn it. And here I am without a drink.
I have one. I can share it with you.
Yay.
It's Hawaiian Punch, though. Hopefully that'll be enough. Get a nice, good sugar high.
I'll put vodka in it.
All right.
Also, based on intelligence by their expressions on the internet, all I can really say to you is that unless you know someone outside of this virtual community on Skype, then it's best to really judge.
Oh, you mean like Fluke Dog?
Wait a minute. So, you're telling me that you know Fluke Dog outside of the quote-unquote virtual community in Skype?
No, you don't. Bullshit. No, you don't.
Right. HiddenChambers, you can go pull your head out your ass right now.
But it's so comfy in here.
Oh, let me tell you now, boy. You need to shut up with your contradictions before I take my shillelagh and pull it up your ass. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's like, so yeah, that pretty much destroys all of your whole,
Oh, Fluke Dog is an innocent soul and you need to stop making fun of it. No, bullshit.
Innocent soul my fucking ass. He is a sexually deprived, forever alone virgin who makes really idiotic mistakes and never learns from his mistakes. I don't care what condition he has. I don't care if he's autistic. I don't care if he has Asperger's. Because you know what? Autistic people and people with Asperger's syndrome learn from their mistakes and they learn to not do it again. And I know HiddenChambers are go, well, how do you know? Bitch, I know people who have Asperger's syndrome. In fact, about 2 or 3 people in my college who I've actually had class with have Asperger's syndrome. It's nothing but a game of patience for them. You have to teach them what's right, what's wrong, what they should do, and what they should know better not to do. And you know what? They understand. But for some reason, Fluke Dog can't get it.
no,
And here's another thing. It ain't like everybody's making fun of him. There's actually people that are trying to help him. But he won't listen to them, now will he?
and no, what's even better? We have guys like Youngblood who has Asperger's syndrome. You really gonna compare someone like him to Fluke Dog?
Oh yeah, and we also got Tubers who has autism. A lot of people don't know that. He has autism. He has the intelligence of a mad scientist.
So from yours and Ram's current video, I can judge from how you are smaller children that have nothing better to do than to go around pulling the ears of the smaller children for your amusement. But I know neither of you outside of here.
Yet you still judged us.
Yeah, what the fuck? Do you even pay attention to... Okay, no, it's apparent. You do not pay attention to what you write. You really don't. You just judged Realm and Honest, then went off and said, I don't know you outside of this virtual community. Okay, first of all, get off your fucking high horse and quit trying to act like you're so high and mighty and trying to call them children. Because you know what? Because here's what you are. You are an incoherent little 6-year-old child trying to pretend like she's 18 years old, but when in actuality, you're still a kid.
And, no, the sad thing is, like, I was actually talking with Honest Reviews about this a little bit before this recording happened, and, basically this one thing saying that I can judge you from how you are, meaning that she would want to.
Huh, she wants to judge you. She wants to judge you so badly. Oh, well, that's not hard for us to judge you just by how you act on the internet.
Yeah, I mean,
here's I think this is her biggest problem. I think this is most of anybody's problem. If you're going to talk about somebody, talk about what you see in front of you. if I talk about you, I'm not talking about how you act in real life because I never brought that shit up. I bring up how you act on YouTube and or the internet.
I usually go by the idea that sometimes the internet can show your true colors.
Pretty much. It's not like anybody's judging you off of what you do in real life. And I'm not judging HiddenChambers what she does in real life because for all I know, on the internet, she is a self-absorbed, conceited cunt. But in actuality, she is a gentle soul. Oh my god, I use the soul. I guess I'm a fake intellectual now. Next day.
Just write the emo poems and you're all set anyway.
I know not your troubles, your relationships, your achievements, all past, so I cannot put judgment on you in regards to how I think of you.
But yet you still did judge us.
Yeah, you just judge them.
In fact,
Like,
here's something even better. The next sentence.
I can say that you can be poor users at times, that's about it.
That's another part of judging. My God, you really do not pay attention on what you say, and I swear to everything that's holy, if you start writing comments under this video, I will curb you like old Yeller. I will. I will start being as nasty as possible because seriously, this is getting very annoying and tiresome.
Honestly, with Shadvik, I understand he may have exposed himself here and there, acted fairly poorly in the community, and you don't truly know him just as I don't truly know either of you.
All I can say is, we sure as hell know more than you do.
A shit ton, a lot more. Wow, this is her once again going into a situation not knowing the full details of everything. She basically comes in with a glass half empty and she thinks it's half full.
I wonder if I could even continue this conversation, seeing as if it could fall on deaf ears.
Bitch, it's already fallen on deaf ears.
It fell on deaf ears with the first 3 sentences.
Okay,
and after that, everybody was like, yeah, this bitch is not saying anything relevant.
This conversation fell on deaf ears as soon as I read that one comment where supposedly you think trolling is deleting comments.
I'll go there. Like, after you said trolling is deleting comments, everything you say afterwards means nothing. Because everybody pretty much knows whatever else you're going to say next is going to be conceited. Subconsciously, you're trying to put others down just so you can make yourself feel better. And just basically contradiction to contradiction to contradiction. Your freaking comments are basically the equivalent to Inception.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it's like, I thought I had better trolling tactics on Team Fortress.
After all, by your words, I am a moral faggot, aren't I?
Yes.
No,
You are a
I
moral
wouldn't even
fag.
say you're a moral fag. You're just a fag in general. I mean, yeah, I just think you're a faggot in general. Moral faggot is way too high for you.
But then again, it's like she's always, trying to go off saying,
Oh, we need to give ourselves standards,
like even a troll, she's like, oh, trolls need to set standards for themselves.
Why the fuck does a troll need to set standards for themselves when they don't give a shit about standards? All they care about is fucking with people's heads and making them rage quit and or do anything worse than that.
Lol, you're hilarious. The same response I've been getting from you all day.
Yeah, I could say the same thing about you, HiddenChambers.
Yeah, just look at all the comments you left on Honest Review's channel.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, it's like, oh, I've been getting the same thing from you all day, still singing the same
dude, it's like, bitch, you have no room to talk at all. You do the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It seems that you did not read my response fully.
yeah, we did, and, that's why we think you're dumb?
Exactly. You know, that's one of her arguments. You haven't read my responses fully. Yes, we have. We still can look at him and go, you're dumb.
And no, you see, it's even better because it's like, that's something she does with you and you and me all the time. It's like,
Oh, you don't really know me too much. You don't look through it all within my chambers. You don't do your research.
where it's like, bitch, you don't do research either.
Exactly. You don't fucking do research on me or around me either, so who are you to talk
She doesn't
about
do
me and
research,
judge?
period.
It's like, who are you to judge me?
Again, this is coming from the person. It's like,
Oh, I don't really know too much about Joshua or all that stuff.
when it's like, there's like 50 million videos about him on YouTube. How the fuck can you miss them?
Exactly. I just thought about that. Yeah. There's like 50 million videos about Joshua, and you don't know anything about him. Oh, wait. You don't want to know anything about him. You don't even want to bother to look up one fucking video and understand what's going on. You just want to... That's the same... Yeah, she does... She does that same thing about Christian, too.
It's like, but wait a minute. They're autistic, but I thought you defend the autistic because they're mentally unstable like other people and shouldn't be abused like that.
And by other people, Fluke Dog.
Exactly. It's like you defend Flute Dog for those reasons, yet when it comes to Joshua or Christian, it's like, duh.
I
What?
don't know those people. I don't know who they are. I never heard of them.
Which is weird considering, it figures some of the people who she says that, she watches all the time. It's like one of those people, being apparently Rashutsu is like, didn't she make like a whole addendum about Joshua?
Mhm. She made
Yet
an
you still
amendment
know
about
nothing?
Joshua. And apparently she did not watch that for some reason. Like, okay.
But yeah, she basically starts quoting herself a bit by basically saying it's like, oh yeah, I can judge you guys as little children, but I know neither of you outside the internet or any of that kind of stuff, so that means she can't really say stuff about me at times. It's like, yeah, you're still judging us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by saying...
See, this is what we like to call this is like what I like to call a subconscious attack, an offhand shot, a sly under the table little remark she makes and thinks that she can kind of get away with it, but no.
Yeah, and of course with the whole I can judge you, which means that you secretly want to.
You secretly want to judge us. You secretly want to call us everything you want to call us in the book, but yet I keep asking myself, what's stopping you? What's fucking stopping you from saying what you want to say? Oh yeah, because you have this fucking ideal that if you judge someone on the internet, you're also judging them in real life, which is a very stupid ideal. You're not, if you talk about me because of a video I make, or if you talk about me because of comments that I post, you're talking about what I do on the internet. You're judging me by what I do on the internet. You're not judging me on what I do outside of this computer. You're not judging me what I do outside of the internet. You're judging me what I do on the internet. That's why they always separate it and say the internet is your second life and the internet and your real life is your first life.
And of course what's even better is the next thing that she supposedly says, I find myself to be better than no one.
Fuck you. You have a subconscious, conceited arrogance about yourself. You can go fuck yourself on that part. Yeah, you do think you're better than everybody. Go fuck yourself. You really do.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, if you think you're better than no one, then how come you constantly try to make yourself become the better intellectual with other people, such as me, Loudon, and Honest Reviews?
Why you try to make yourself the Rule 63 version of Youngblood if you don't think you're better than no one?
God, she's too many Rule 63s.
That's the one true one she wants to be, though.
But she never will.
Nope.
Yes, I do know what the ideal is. No matter about that, though. My good sir, I feel you have read this entire thing wrong, and feel free to view myself as you wish. Apparently, this reading is causing sickness.
Sorry. That vodka went down the wrong throat. Ugh, burns. Okay, I think she just gave us the go-ahead to view her as we want to view her.
Okay, well,
can I go first, or should you go first?
Sure, you go ahead, I'll need to get myself time to think about this.
Okay, Hidden Chambers, quite honestly, you are the exact opposite of everything you try to be. You want to be an intellectual, but you're nothing like that. You want to be a great poet, yet you're nothing like that. You want to always win the argument. You never do that. You want to intellectually put someone down. You don't do that. You want to be everything that is good, but in actuality, you are everything that is bad. You say that Realm and Honest and about anybody else have read this entire thing wrong. No. See, they've read it, and I've read it, and quite honestly, you are the only one that doesn't seem to get it. And you probably won't, because trying to get a self-absorbed, conceited, pretentious, I really don't want to say this word, but pretentious cunt like you to understand that you contradict yourself after every sentence. And here's the funny part. I had you in a Skype call. Me and Realm both had you in a Skype call.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say, it's difficult talking to you because you go on and 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 on. No one gets one word in edgewise. And quite honestly, I was being as nice as possible, because if I really wanted to be mean, I would have been like, okay, shut up. Just shut up and let me talk. First, you need to breathe, and I have never dealt with someone that had more hot air in them than a hot air balloon. Just stop.
Which is true, he would say that.
I would. Inner Charles O would have been coming out. But That's about it. All I have to say. I mean,
All right. Well, for my judgments, consider you're perfectly fine with them. All I really have to say is you like to talk big game. You like to come off as this person who holds the truth in the path of the darkness. I can see through people's darkness and guide them to the light. Cut your wrists. Seriously. Fucking do it.
like I said, God, you're so pretentious.
I know. I mean, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I don't know. I can see your darkness on the internet. You need to have the light guided to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Here's
I
I
got
just need
some
to say,
light for you to have. Why don't you go to Tubers 93 and ask him if he can pull his pants down and slap you with his light dick.
and all I
Oh, that was an insult.
and all I have to do is say this. If you want to guide people out of the darkness, here's a simple tip. Try getting out of the darkness yourself.
Yes, thou shalt not judge other people while thou is in that very same situation.
I know, that is called hypocrisy, my dear ma'am. So yeah, I can be formal too. I'm so trippy and edgy, XD. So anyway, yeah. Then she goes off to say, "I am very sure that you, your realm worlds, possess talents that I do not. Take, for example, Realm's Dream Bullet series. I do not know how to do that, and I'm sure I would not be that good at writing at all. You forgive me, but I am not all that familiar with your channel."
Does anyone hear that? Does anyone hear that? That's the sound of Hidden Chambers giving Realm Wars an under-the-table hand job.
Bird, get away from me! Now I know why I should defend Flute Dog.
Oh. He wishes, though. Seriously.
Forgive me, but I am not all that familiar with your channel. Also, do read what I put in our entertainment channel for my explanation there about the deleting of the comments. Yeah.
Wait. Do forgive me, but I'm not all that familiar with your channel.
We're poor users, but I'm not all that familiar with the channel.
Perfect explanation. Realm Basis did it for me. Oh my god. Wow. Wow! Your hypocrisy amazes me. And your contradictions is like a juicy 9-ounce, it's like a juicy porterhouse steak, and I'm just enjoying every fucking taste.
It's like it's just squirting juices every time I'm ringing it.
Good God.
I'm not all that familiar with the channel, but I believe you poor users.
It's like it's all juicy. Like I would say about something else, but let's be honest, the thing between your legs is as dry as a cactus, at least on the outside.
I'll put it like this. That thing between her legs was a stunt double for the movie Teeth.
Jeez, no wonder Flute Dog was bleeding. Anyway.
Okay, let's keep on going.
And also about this whole, at least read the comments I put on L Entertainment's channel. Yeah, you did explain that. You said it was trolling.
Just like what he just read at the beginning of this video. You think deleting comments is that's not trolling. That's a sign of you not wanting to hear what anybody else says. And I don't know. I've yet to see anybody that trolls delete comments.
Yeah, but anyway, to wrap this up, because I got to be going real quick, I'm going to read this last comment here. With you, I'm highly sure that you possess the talent as well, and I do not, and perhaps never will. If only I could show you things from my perspective, have seen this the way I do, I feel you would understand. Yeah, we do look at the way you see it, but we still think it's retarded.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, again, this is just her thinking too deeply about shit on the internet, which makes her look dumb.
Yeah. It's like, God, you look at shit way too deep here. When it's like someone walking into a artist gallery, and one of the pictures is a golf ball sized red dot. Everybody looks at it, and everybody has like this huge, deep intellectual meaning behind it. But it's a red dot on the middle of a canvas. Or how like anybody looks at Catcher in the Rye and goes, oh, it's such a deep book. It's such a really great book.
Wait, that's a deep book? I thought it was just like 20 hours of Holden Caulfield just moaning and bitching about how he hates life.
Everybody says, "Oh, how Catcher in the Rye is such a great book. How it was so deep and so intellectual, and it had such great meaning to it." But in actuality, like Realm said, it's just Holden Caulfield complaining like a 5-year-old child that doesn't get his way because he was a whiny, pretentious little snobby brat.
I'm going to be honest here. When I read that for 10th grade, my teacher's like, don't look at this as an intellectual book. Just look at it as some guy who hates life. It'll be much more amusing to you.
Oh, God, I wish I had a teacher like that when I started reading Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, especially considering he lets us watch dinosaur movies on Thursdays because he doesn't feel like doing anything.
Best teachers ever.
I could tell you more about it, but that'll wait till later. But anyway, then she ends off by saying, "This has been the most interesting conversation. Do come and visit my chambers when you are able." And I must say, I have, and I feel just as violated as I do when I watch Double S Animations videos.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's nothing really in your chambers worth to look at except, just generic poems that lack substance, and freaking you and just you in general who leave comments on people's channels subconsciously insulting them just so you can make yourself feel better about yourself. Leaving essay-long comments on people talking about how they don't understand you, how they don't understand where your perspective or where you're trying to come from, and that's why they're arguing, when it's like, no, my simple-minded little gal. They understand what you're saying. They actually have the patience of a saint to sit down and read every fucking sentence you ever write, and they have a problem with what you say. See, I'm not the only one who thinks that you are a contradiction. I'm not the only one that thinks this. Realm thinks this, L Entertainment thinks this, ZM Anonymous thinks this, freaking Youngblood thinks this, and you should thank your fancy little stars that Youngblood's not a part of this, because God, he probably would have gone on for hours about how much he finds you irritating and all around an idiot.
But hey, for all the people who wanted in on this video, I apologize for not telling you about this video sooner, but hey, if you want to make your own response to Hidden Chambers, feel free to make a video response to this. I honestly don't care. Just state your mind, state your opinion, or if you just want to make a video bashing her and slandering her, that's perfectly fine too. We'll take that as well. Just as long as you feel satisfied about your response video. So Hobbs, if you ever feel like wanting to make a rant about this subject, feel free to do so. That goes for all the other guys like Sean, Geek, and basically anyone who wants to say.
Considering, we've already stated our judgments in the middle of this video, I guess we could end it off here. But you see, here's the little thing is, I told this one other person that he could be a part of this. I'm going to put his video clip at the end of what he thinks of this entire thing, mainly because I want to save the best for last. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Tubers93.
Hidden Chambers is an individual on YouTube who makes convoluted and oxymoronic points up and down to no end, left, right, and center, so she could try and become so intelligent when the complete opposite happens due to the fact that she has double standards. Oh, we're not allowed to make fun of autists like Meta and Flute Dog because they are autistic. If she is trying to sound intelligent, apply that logic to Albert Einstein and Abraham Lincoln, two of the most famous people who walked on this earth, and people somehow must have made fun of them and nobody complained before the 80s. Yes, this may destroy my logic of how the autistic image brings to people who rely on memes. However, since not all autistics act like this, such as Daniel Tennant, and he has high-functioning autism. I only use that insult because it's very effective. You are one of those people who had your grades boost up to where you become easily dumbfounded in a social life thanks to the No Child Left Behind Act. Your arguments are easily refuted because you provide episodes of logical fallacies every single week. By the way, I love the fact that you're too much of a pussy to do a video against folk, but you have the balls to speak against the folk in the comments. You feel compelled to do the video when it's necessary, or you've done plenty of research, and you mislead your titles too. Your commentaries, which are basically rants, if you know what I mean. I love the fact that you say they are troll videos, yet you argue with them. In fact, you mislabeled Honest Reviews as a troll video, yet you left a pseudo-academic essay on his channel's comments. It's hilarious to see how pseudo-intellectual you really are.